Knoob, Knoob, Knob, Knobs, Knobsy, Knoop. It's Numsy Plays. Hello, and welcome back to another video by me. That's right, it's me. What's on the menu today? Well, the menu today is fusion preparations. What can you do to set yourself in the best place possible to complete a fusion, to run fusions? I have been asked quite a few times recently about two things: fusions and CVC prep. What can we do? So today we will tackle fusion prep. And I want to reference something, and I'll leave the link to this document in the pinned comments, right? It's a document that's open to everybody, right? But I wanted to share it with everyone. It's something that, just a simple Google sheet that I made a long time ago, and it helps, right? It helps. So let's look at it. What is a fusion one-pager? I hear you ask. Or do I hear you? Did you ask? Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you anyway, right? A fusion one-pager is a one-pager for fusions. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a sheet that has roughly what you need to complete a fusion. And it says here, there's usually, the events change, and sometimes they don't do all of these events. Sometimes they do. 3 artifact enhancement events, 1 summon rush, 1 champion chase, 2 champ training, 4 dungeon specific, 3 dungeon diver. I'll actually change the name of that. It's gear hunters now, right? And it's gear enhancement. I'll change those. But what do you need to complete those? That's the big question, right? So plus minus, there's always going to be differences. Sometimes it will be less, sometimes it will be more. But generally speaking, you need around 20 million silver for each artifact enhancement event. It can be 20 million. You could be loaded up and have 60 million out the gate. But as long as you have 20 million saved for the first one, you should be earning silver as you're completing the other tournaments during the fusion, so you should be able to get back up to the 20 million you need to complete the second artifact enhancement after you've completed the first, etc, etc. One method that I've started using that's working very well for me for actually earning silver and not wasting things is I keep every single item I get. That means I don't do the auto sell features. I keep it all. My inbox is very heavy right now. It's very loaded up. But every single gear enhancement event, I level up a bunch of stuff, a bunch of useless items. I level it to 4 and then I sell it straight away. And what that does is that gets me artifact enhancement points and also nets me silver, because even if you level an item to 4 and sell it, you are still net positive on silver. What you can do also is level up items to 11 and 15 during artifact enhancement events outside of fusions, because you get the most amount of points going from 11 to 12 and 15 to 16. So just a way to have it, so if you have them stocked up, you can just go blam 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 and artifact enhancement event is done. Summon rushes, 6 sacred shards usually for a rare, 11-ish for an epic, maybe. They sometimes do it, they sometimes don't. Most often times they have been doing this. Champion chase, you can have pre-work done to ease yourself into a champion chase. Some people think champion chase is the easier of the summoning events, let's say, because it counts champions that you get from the campaign. It counts them from remnant summons. It counts them from fusing them. So the pre-work that you can do is save your Doom Tower champions, the ones that you get from completing the secret rooms. Save your previous fusions. You can build Broadmoors with the rare champs, and I have here, down here, what the rare champs are, and that they need to be 30 and ascended, bearing in mind they're void as well, so that's something else to kind of take heed of. And then you can use ancients and mystery shards. Don't be afraid to use your mystery shards to finish off champion chase events, or any event that is a shard event, right? Make use of those little green shards. They're amazing. They help you build up fodder, and you need the fodder for champion training. There we go. Look at this, tying it all together. Pre-work that you can do for champ training is daily campaign runs to max out your food to rank up during the champion training event. Use brews and chickens on champs. And I have here a tab called CT Breakout, which is the champion training breakout, which has the stuff, the costings that it costs for you to level up items to the required bits. The 4 dungeon specific pieces. Ideally, the most efficient way is stage 20. You get the most points per energy. If you can farm stage 20 with a solo or a duo, even better, because normally the dungeon specific events are run alongside champion training and or dungeon diver events. So if you can do stage 20 with food, you are doing amazing. Dungeon divers or gear enhancement, gear diver events, whatever they're called, around 6,000 energy per dungeon divers, which equates to around 139 energy refills outside of your daily regen. We get 7 free refills during fusions. You can get 1,000 in the clan shop and around 300 in the tag team arena. So that's what the fusion one pager is. It tells you what you need to do a fusion. There is a link here as well to the fusion calculator by Cold Brew. Just calling him out. I got some information from there. You can also, I would encourage you to look at this fusion calculator by Cold Brew. Also look at Cold Brew's channel, look at Cold Brew's stuff, if you probably already have. And then the other piece in this one-pager document that I have is a dungeon calculator, which helps you estimate the amount of energy that you need to complete the event and the amount of runs that it'll take you to complete it. So you do one run to test, find out the amount of points you get for the run, enter in the total points required, put in the energy cost per run and how many points you've already earned, and it'll tell you roughly how much energy is required and how many runs it will take you to complete it. And then I know that there's websites and there's some amazing tools out there nowadays that help you track events, but if you wanted to, you could keep track of your status in the fusion using this sheet as well. But yeah, so I'll leave a link in the pinned comment of the video if anyone wants to use it, if anyone wants to look at it. Absolutely amazing, fair play. And if you want to, let me know if there's any improvements that you think should be added to it and we can work it out. I also wanted to give you a visual representation of some of these things that I talked about. Fragment summons, that's where they are. I've wiped mine out. Fusions, so you can do Broadmoors. When you summon a Broadmoor during a champion chase, it's like 350 points towards the champion chase. So get those fellas leveled up and ascended and net yourself some points. I am lucky, so even though I'm missing some pieces for the fusions and the fragment summons, I do have the cushion of having enough shards to get me through summon rushes and champion chase events. The other thing that I wanted to mention, leveling up champions, using brews on champions. I've mentioned it, it's in the one pager. If you are using brews to level up champions, or if you are doing this method where you're training in the tavern and not using the campaign, one champion, one brew, that levels it up to level 10. Once it's level 10, you can then upgrade its rank. Bosh. Once it's rank 2, one brew gets it to level 10, and then it's ready to be used as food for a 2-star champion at level 20. So doing this, using this method, will net you points for your champion training, right? And then the same, rank 3 champions, use 2 brews to get them to level 15. Rank 4 champions, 4 brews to get them to level 20 something. I can't remember exactly. Let me find a rank 4 champion. Or I mean, I could just go like this, use the filter, there's a rank 4 champion. If I use 4 brews, so 4 brews gets it to level 21. And then if you must, with the 5 stars, 5-star champions, I think you need like 6 brews to get them to 24. So there we go. That's brew champion upgrading for champion training in a nutshell. A lot of people also use the Guardian Ring for leveling up their food. If you put level 1s in there and rank them up, generally speaking, I can't remember who, but there's a video out there that explains the whole using the Guardian Ring for your 5-star chickens that you can get every week. So there we go. That's it in a nutshell. That's Fusion Prep. I am very curious to hear if anyone else has any other tips or tricks or any ideas about what they should be doing in order to be prepped for a fusion. I don't see why we shouldn't have the conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's get everybody ready to be able to complete fusions. Thank you for your time and attention. I do appreciate you taking the time to listen and watch my videos. I hope you have a fantastic day. What? Nubsy? Nubsy plays? Thanks, bye!